Hey, hello everybody. How you doing, brother Mike?
Hey, G-Paw, how you doing?
Can you hear me, Mike? I'm
Yeah, I can
doing
hear
good.
you
How about
clear.
you, man?
I'm doing pretty
How's the
good.
daughter doing?
Beautiful. She's doing good.
How's your daughter doing?
That's She's doing good. Everything's starting to come back down with normal, and other stuff's going up. But we're just kind of watching it and see where everything goes.
That's good. I'm glad you're doing okay. I know it's horrible when you have one of your children in the hospital and out in and out and sick. I can remember when my oldest girl was a little baby and she had something going on, an infection in her blood. And
Hmm.
she's like 2 years old and got her in the hospital and she's tired of getting stuck.
Yep.
So it
Yeah.
about broke my
21
heart. So
days.
the nurse came in. Yeah, the nurse came in and she looked at me and said, "Daddy, don't let him stick me no more." What the hell do you do, man? What do you
Yep.
do?
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's bad. For
Anyway,
21 days, 3 weeks, she was over for 18 days. So, three different trips.
right.
So,
I got you. Well,
she'll
we
be.
got a great group of guys backstage. It's going to take over the show on us. But we got some commercials and things we need to play first. So I'm going to get that out of the way. And then we'll get started with the show. All right.
Stay with us.
I killed the voice that played it safe, rewired pain into my fuel.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Quick announcement. What's up, everybody? Quick announcement. I am doing $1,000 credit for $500. The $500 is going to go to Camp Freedom that I'm trying to raise money to reach our goal or pass our goal. I got 13 clutches. I got some amazing clutches in here. I am cutting, today I'm going to cut 7 eggs, and it's calico banana, other stuff in it. I don't want to get into it. So if you want to get $1,000 credit for $500, and I'll make up the difference. If the snake is worth $500, I'll give you another snake. If the snake is worth $1,200 or $1,500, we got it even, $1,000. So hit me up if you want to get $500 for $1,000 credit. The money's not coming to me; it's going to Camp Freedom. So check me out.
I don't know.
Everything's working slow for some reason.
Operation Deeds, Not Words 2 is dedicated to empowering and uplifting disabled veterans and first responders through unwavering support, meaningful resources, and real opportunities that honor their service and sacrifice. Our mission is to build a thriving, impactful organization driven by the shared vision, commitment, and accountability of our team. Because when we work together, there is no ceiling on what we can accomplish.
We are equally committed to the growth of our team members, actively encouraging them to expand their voices, followings, and businesses as essential pillars of our mission. Being part of Operation Deeds, Not Words reflects great credit upon our members, uniting communities in the Fat Man Nation. Green Line morphs under a shared purpose rooted in service, resilience, and action-driven impact. Deeds, not words.
It's been messing up a little bit.
So everybody take advantage of that offer from Sammy there. I mean, he'll probably give you any snake he's got in his collection for that donation of $500. So you can't go wrong there. If I can work it out, I'm going to do it and beat you to it. And if anyone's in the comments right now that's listening, please share this out. We got some important things we want to talk about. We got the auction coming up for RWO, and it's very important. We want to do this work. We want to get that goal met and exceeded, and we want to do it in our own style, all the way balls to the wall. So
There you go. Yeah.
everybody, if you will, share all this out. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys back on stage, and we're going to get with it. We got the Nickster.
What's up, Nick?
Ken,
About time. Jeez, that's a forever.
Sammy.
Quit hitting the button more than
I
once.
finished my milkshake. I gotta go get another freaking milkshake, dude.
He killed it already.
Milkshake.
I drank the whole milkshake waiting on G-Paw.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
That's all right. That's all right.
We appreciate you.
That
I know
Pensacola Wi-Fi is pretty slow tonight.
I know today has a lot of different months that it is, or this month representing, but it is Men's Mental Health Month. And that's very important. So, normally that's what we normally deal with is mental health things. And I'm going to ask each of you one question that we're going to go ahead with the auction, okay? So I'll start with you, Ken. What's the hardest thing as a man you've dealt with, and what helped you deal with it?
That's an easy question. It's the seizure thing that is going on with my daughter. I mean, I don't know. As a parent, the best word that comes to mind to describe it is torture, because you can't do nothing but try not to let her hurt herself.
Exactly.
And like yesterday was a very bad day. Like there were 6 of them, and like we took her to the hospital at like 2:00, 2:30, something like that. And she'd wake up and go to a seizure, pass out. Wake up, go into a seizure, pass out. Wake up, go into a seizure, pass out. And this is like, going on 2:30. I mean, we've been doing this for 3 years. This medical system, don't make it any easier.
You're right.
Because they're always so busy, and these specialist appointments, they're 6 months out. I don't care what it is. It's 6 months out. And I feel sorry for anyone who has a child under the age of 18 that needs GI, because my other daughter is going through a GI issue, and finding a pediatric GI is, there's maybe 1 per state.
It's horrible. We're going through that now.
It's terrible. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and what helped me deal with it is just knowing that I have to be that person. There's no one else that's going to do it. Who's going to protect her? I have to.
Right.
And I mean, really letting that sink in, that I have to be the one that takes the blunt of everything else, kind of made it easier, because who else is going to stand up knowing
Yeah.
I got it.
But it's very hard being the tough guy sometimes.
Right? I'll be open with it too. So I had this bump in my nipple like a month or 2 ago. Well, whatever. Long story short, they're saying it's not cancerous, and this bump is being caused because my liver at the age of 48 is now producing more estrenols, which is now estrogen.
It's turning into a woman.
So anytime a sappy movie comes on, I'm fighting tears. I'm an emotional wreck right now with this shit. And I need to start taking some testosterone, doing some manly shit. I've
been dealing with that since I was 11.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
I don't even want to attempt watching The Notebook now. I'll be sitting there bawling.
I can certainly understand the seizure thing and being scared about it. I'm 61 years old, and I guess it was probably 7-8 years ago. We went to Biloxi to see the boy. He was in tech school at Keesler Air Force Base. And on the way home, driving on the interstate, I had a seizure. Never had one before in my life.
Oh, no.
And it ended up being that the way they explain it to me is everyone has a stress level they can handle, okay? Mm-hmm. And as you get more stress on you, that level kind of moves up. And as you get older, what's supporting that level up here, I guess if you want to say deteriorates, so it lowers your threshold. And stress itself can send you into seizures. And mine weren't. I've had the grand mal seizures, where you shake all over, but mine mostly were focal seizures, where I kind of just was like Red Roof Inn, the lights on, but nobody's home.
Yeah. Well, that's what she does. She'll go into the when she goes into them, it's a staring seizure. Like, and she'll have those and she'll come out of those and be fine. But, you know, it'll start like just her looking off into space, and then her pupils, man, like watching the pupils of her eyes grow is just fucking nuts, because they'll go from like just normal to all black. Like there is no blue surrounding them things, and it's just like you're watching that. Like
100%. Yeah.
It's
horrible. You know, what happened with me is after I had one, it would also greatly diminish my hand-eye muscle nerve coordination, I guess. And it might be several hours before I could feed myself, talk, get up, do anything. So the wife definitely went through a lot with that. But thankfully, you all seen him on my show, Dr. Billy Ferguson, my nephew. He helped me deal with the things that cause me stress and things. I used to be in a point where it mattered to me immensely what Ken thought of me. It mattered what Nick thought of me, or it mattered what everybody thought to me. And if someone was upset with me, it just drove me crazy and ate me up inside. But now I've learned to realize it's not my business what they think of me. I can't control what they think, so there's no need me to worry about it.
You can only control what you can control.
Well, Nick, let's jump up to you. Go ahead, Ken.
To do this here, what we do, like go online every day and expose and like put ourselves out there. If you don't have thick skin, maybe this isn't for you. Because you got to have thick skin right off the bat, or don't even try it, because you're going to get butt hurt. Sorry,
it takes
my butt always hurt, bro.
Well, we know why too. You like that blackhead. You remember that the Nine and Key show, right?
Yeah, you're crazy.
Oh wow!
But anyway, it takes a man to come online and talk about their weaknesses and their troubles and things like that. So, people who do that should be admired, not ridiculed. Well, Nick, same question to you. As a man, what's the hardest thing you've had to deal with, and what helped you deal with it?
Well, you know, life sucks a lot, you know, but I guess really when my old lady unalived herself a couple years ago, and we had a daughter together, and, you know, whatever, you know, and you have to do what you got to do. You have a kid, you got to be a man, you got to take care of business. That's what you do. It was hard. And it's still hard. Every damn day it's hard. What are you going to do, you know? But like you said, you can't control what other people are doing or what they think or what they want to do or anything. So, you know, we miss her every day, and we think the sun shine when it's shining, that she's shining down on us. But, you know what I mean? Life goes on.
Oh, what do you got with that?
Yeah, every time you see your daughter smile, you just look at her and just thank God, you know, that you had her.
That's
with her.
it.
You know,
I just see her, and when you look at your kid, when she's all you got, or he's all you got, literally, then it's like you got to man up. I mean, I've been, you know, I had a good job already. I mean, my life was in order. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't struggling. Yeah. Still not struggling, but like something like that happens, it'll really, really make you think. You know, it'll make you prioritize stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easier.
I downsized a lot with my animals, and you know, it was me and her that did it to begin with, and then all that falls on me too. You know, not just my kid, but literally every single other responsibility that goes with it: bills, food, dinner, laundry, cleaning, animals, and everything with them. You know, so it was rough, but hunker down. You know?
Oh, definitely. And, you know, I think what happens to us as men is, you know, when my wife passed away, I knew from being a child who lost their father how to deal with things with my children. But we spend so much time trying to protect them and everyone we love that we neglect ourselves until sometimes until it's too late.
Well, you know, having good friends around you too, and that helps a lot. You know, all of the RWO people that I met, you know, through the reptile hobby and out, you know, all of my old friends that were in bands with me. We played music together growing up. You know, we were all talking, and everybody really around me. It's all about the people you surround yourself with. You surround yourself with people that don't really give a shit about you, it's going to be really hard. You surround yourself with people that actually genuinely give a crap. It's not.
That's right.
It's still hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never going to not be hard. You're never going to not wake up one day and not think about that person. You know, especially when you see her in your kid every day. So it's like,
right.
What are you going to do? Are you going to dwell on it and be miserable, or are you going to try to live for that person the best that you can? You know what I'm saying? That's the route I took. I was depressed for a little bit, but I never let it affect my life to an extent. You know what I mean? Like, I still got up, went to work, still did everything I needed to do, you know, but don't do drugs, kids. If you have mental problems, talk to somebody.
That's not the answer.
If you don't want to be
For
around,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? If you think that this world sucks, this world does suck. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's sunshine and rainbows living. No, it sucks. I'm not one of these guys that's like, every day you wake up is a beautiful day, because it's not. You know, you got to be a realist, and you got to understand that you're going to wake up some days and it's going to feel like the end of your world, but you woke up and it's not the end of your world, and you will wake up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So don't let the bull crap get to you. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you have mental issues, do not do drugs.
Yeah, that's what I tell people.
Do not do drugs. That's all I can say about that. Do not do that shit.
And there's always someone out there that's worse off than you are.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I tell, you know, people, you know, this is going on. This is like, just sit there and think about it. There's people that are worse off than me, you know, or, you know, being blind, you know, stuff like that. So,
All right.
Well, you know, and what's important to remember.
I give Nick props, because there's not many guys that would have stood up and did what he did.
Yeah.
See, and I don't get that. When people say shit like that, I'm like, are you kidding? Why wouldn't they?
Right.
You know
That's
what I
how
mean?
I felt being a single father.
Well, there's a group of us, Nick, who were raised in, you know, in a time where those things were important and family was important. Today, men are the biggest wimps that has ever walked on this planet. You know, as a whole, as a whole, they're not family oriented. They're not taking care of their kids. They're not doing the things they should be. Yes, there's some great men out there, and I hope that everybody thinks I'm one, because I strive to be. But there are some people out there who just don't give a shit.
Yep.
Well, Sammy, I know you've been quiet back there. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear. And I was hearing Nick, and I lost.
Well, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, I lost. Was growing up. I grew up poor. I grew up in the projects. I lost my father when I was 18 years old, so I had to really kind of like protect my my family. My two brothers. That one of my brother passed away, 2021 when I first got into snakes. So I had to protect my sister. You know, help my mother out, go to work and everything. So I always walked around with a chip on my shoulder, and I walked around with like a time bomb. If you talk shit to me, I would try my best to try to kill you. So I was like, you know, so I had to change my life. You know, I came to be a grandfather. I couldn't walk around with a chip on my shoulder. So I don't know. I got my granddaughter, kind of changed my life. I kind of like laid back and relaxed. I tried not to let a lot of things bother me. And then I got into the snakes, and the snakes keep me pretty busy, my granddaughter. So I kind of changed my life a little bit, because I was going down the wrong tunnel, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and then by the stress, you know, I was always stressed out, you know, what I'm going to do for money, what I'm going to do this, all that. So I kind of like, that's why they said, why you don't get mad or nothing like that. I don't want to be mad. I just let it go in one ear, out the other one. When people talk shit about me, it's just, my friend told me, when people talk shit about you, that means they're jealous. So that's
right.
what you,
Yep, and leaving somebody else
You don't want
alone.
to see him angry. Just saying.
Well, Sam, I'm gonna blow you up again here. Tell me about this stuff on by your left shoulder.
right here.
What is that? What is that?
That's my boy BNS. You know, the chipper. So me and Chris, I met Chris, I want to say 2022 in Daytona. And we was, we just sitting there bullshitting. And he goes, if I was you, I would never change that pink shirt. I would just stick to pink shirt. And I said, I am. I lost my brother to cancer, so I'm sticking with the pink shirts. He goes, everybody knows you by the pink. And he was one of the first guys that sent me 3 snakes to do a pairing with it. He goes, look, I got 3 pies. I know you like pies. You don't got nothing for the MJ. I'm going to send you 3 females. And it's been now since 2022 that I had these snakes. I did clutches. He gets half. I get half. I let him pick out the snakes he want, And this year we got a clutch with my Panda Pie. And we got 6 eggs.
There you go.
Last year we did the MJ with his female. We got 8 babies. I gave him 4. I kept 4. So
everybody can use a Chris.
Yeah, Chris is awesome
and
dude,
this is why, growing up, I was always fucking retarded, trying to kill people, not being nice to people. Now I try to be really nice, try to help people out. Because there's not too many people out there will help you out. Will say, yeah, you need anything, just give me a call. And then you call them and they don't answer the phone, or they're too busy. And that, so sometimes you got to, like Nick says, sometimes you got to surround yourself with good people that you could just talk to, let your frustration out, and then just keep on walking.
Without knowing your story, Sam, you never would have known you were that type of person.
Oh,
it's because you can't see him, Mike. If you could see him, he looks like a mobster, bro.
Right.
I was a maniac.
Like Al Capone's uncle or something.
Make it this way: I had a lawyer in my back pocket for 10 years. That's how crazy I was. I even beat up a cop one time. The cop punched me for no reason. I grabbed him by the neck, and I just started whirling on him.
Yeah.
So that cost me like $10,000 to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
So,
it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. And then, the older you got, the older I got, the more mature I got. Then my daughter had a baby, so I had to do a 360. I can't walk around with that mental. So somebody say something to you, you want to knock their head off. So I just laugh about it now. Say hi and
smile and walk away.
Yeah.
I was the same way, believe it or not, Sammy. I looked for a reason for people to piss me off so I could have an excuse to beat the hell out of somebody, just to let all the emotions out, I guess, is the best way I can put it.
I started working in bars when I was being a bouncer at 18 years old. So I was in the bars for 20 years in bars.
I did the same thing here in Pensacola. There was a bar at the beach called the Dock. And I owned a service station, worked 7 days a week, went to work at bars from, dark till 2:30 in the morning. Then they had bottle clubs that would open up, and I would leave the Dock and go to the bottle club and do the same thing there. And people who were already mad and pissed off at me, I'd kicked out of the other bar there waiting, kind of shit. But it ended when my oldest son was born. I was working one night. I was thinking about him. And I'm thinking, sooner or later, these people are going to get tired of fighting me. And one is going to shoot me and kill me. I handed my keys in and walked out.
Yeah. No, I mean
this world absolutely.
The world now is crazy. It's nuts.
No one can know how to take an ass beating.
Now they shoot you, or they wait for you to be by yourself, and they'll come with 5 or 6 guys and jump you. I mean, so I had to change. I got a grandkid now. I mean, I got over 100 snakes, so I really got to change.
Kids will make you change, bro. Right before I had my daughter, I was a 1%er.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but that's what I was.
Yeah.
And so I rose hell and praised Dale. And on a motorcycle. So I had to stop doing that, I had to get away from it because my kid, it's like kids are just they really are heaven sent. I don't want to be all religious and weird about it because I'm not religious, but they are from another plane realm that will literally make you change everything about your being.
You care,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's pretty awesome, but it's crazy.
Yeah, no, I wanted a granddaughter. You know, my first kid was a girl, and I wanted a granddaughter. Everybody goes, "Why you don't want a boy?" Nah, I want a girl because they're easier to handle. You know, like I mean, she's getting a little older now. I still got pictures of her when I first started doing my snake room. I did it at my daughter's house because I went out and bought like 30 snakes without having anywhere to put them, not having anything. I didn't have nothing. And they go,
Typical.
You know, so my wife goes, "You're not bringing them snakes to the house. Nobody told you to buy snakes." My daughter, I go, "I need part of your garage." You know? So I started building a snake room in my daughter's garage, and then there you go. I took a wall and put a new window, and I had my friend come over and run some wires over there, some plugs, and then my granddaughter, she was like 3.5, helping me paint, and
that's great.
The kids make you change, you know. They make you, you know, see. My granddaughter made me see reality. You know, stay healthy, stay. You know, we want you here for a long time. So
right,
definitely. So they do. Well, Mike, how about you, buddy? Same question to you.
With everybody, what was the question again? Sorry.
As a man, what's the hardest thing you've dealt with, and what helped you deal with it?
Oh man, I would say going, you know, in high school and stuff like that, not be able to see too well. You know, you got to sit in the back of the class, and in my senior year, they're like, oh, you got to take this other, you know, 3 months before I was supposed to graduate, they're like, oh, you got to take this other class. It's like, no, I'm not even going to worry about it. So at 18, 19 years old, I started working for the cemetery, knowing that, you know, eventually I was going to go blind. So I paid in extra to Social Security and stuff. And then, you know, I met my wife, and then, you know, knowing, hey, eventually I'm going to go blind. It's like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And she's like, you know what? You're either going to get up and do it, or I'm leaving, you know, with the kids. And, you know, you're going to go to school for the blind. You could show, you know, you're going to show people, hey, even though you can't see, you're going to show them that you can do it. You're going to finish your high school diploma. You know, you're going to go to college. You're going to be able to, you know, do it. Show the ones, prove to them that you could still do, you know, what you can, you know, so much what you can do than what you can't do. So if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I'd probably
shout out to Miss Duval.
Yeah, right.
In the background, but you know, I'd probably sit in my parents' house in the bedroom, probably doing nothing, and you know, and stuff like that. But no, I thank God, you know, for her every day, putting her foot up my butt, and you know, getting out there and doing my can. I know when we first got together, I had a 10.5-foot albino Burmese male. I had a red-tailed boa, and then, you know, back then, you know, it wasn't any different. It is now. Feeding, I would always feed, you know, a rabbit, you know, once a month. You know, he would eat so far down, and I'd clean his cage out. Never thought anything about it. And then she's seen that. She goes, no, it's either going to be the snakes or me. And, you know, because that's when she was pregnant at the time. But then, so I was like, well, got rid of the snakes. And then eventually I talked her into, you know, letting me get the snakes again. So, but if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would, you know, be or, you know, do. But
yeah.
Heck yeah.
So,
well, you know, I guess mine, because I'll answer too. You know, I've lost my wife, I've lost my parents, you know, my grandmother who was my rock. But the hardest thing for me as a man was becoming disabled. And even though that I have an income, the hardest part was in my mind that I wasn't going out there working every day and being a productive part of society. So I didn't feel like I was a man anymore.
yeah.
And you know, and you've heard the wife talk about it a few times, and I have. It got to the point that I lived in a recliner. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to deal with anybody. I gave the wife hell. You know, she's a trooper for sticking it out. And my nephew, Billy, you guys, everyone in this community, and the snakes is what saved my life and my marriage. Because if I'd have kept going down that path, unaliving myself might have become an option one day. You know what I'm saying? But what we have to remember, it's hard to remember sometimes. You can be surrounded by people and be so very alone. You can be surrounded by people and think that no one cares. But what we don't understand is there's people out there right now that we have never met, that we're going to make have a great effect on their life and affect how they do things. So there's somebody out there. It might be one of your daughter's kids, Nick. It might be anybody out there looking up to you and saying, hey, you know, this guy is important to me. I like who he is and what he's doing. So don't ever let anyone or let yourself lie to you that you're not important or you're not valued, because somebody out there, you are important to them.
I got something to say for that. Not to cut you off, but you just
No, you
said,
go ahead.
you made a really good point about that. And you know, I lost somebody to self-harm, and you were just talking about that. And you made a good point about how you think people don't care. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they do. And what's sad is that when she did that, she thought she didn't have nobody, not even me and her kid. You should have seen the line wrapped around that funeral home, bro.
Oh yeah.
If she was alive to see how many people actually showed up and who actually loved her, and this goes for anybody who's thinking that, that's your situation too. Like G-Paws said, more people than not give a crap about you. You have to make that effort and reach out and be like, hey, this is what's happening in my life. And they will show you that they care and that they love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you do that, you would be so surprised at how many people are at your funeral.
And what's cool is, for the last couple of years, people have been watching you guys on our RWO the week in, week out, 2 or 3 times a week, and knew none of these things about you guys. So that's why I like to try to do is fix it where everybody gets to know everybody a little better, understand everybody, because a lot of times the way we react to things and the way we do things is because of things that happen to us in our life, and it has molded us into that faction. And unless you understand who they are, sometimes you can't understand all that.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, sorry, G-Paw.
I'm gonna go ahead and shout out to everybody in the comments real quick. We got the greatest supporter in all of podcasting, Miss Mitzi, and her little sidekick Parker. How you doing today, Parker? Are you out there, buddy? She's always there for everybody. And E Reptile, he said, I was born disabled, so I really don't even look at myself that way. To me, it's all I've known, so it's normal. Well, I can get that for sure. Yeah. Got a leg tail in that building.
That was another difficult period in my life, is when, you know, because I did heating and air conditioning for years. What's up, Bosa?
What's up?
15 years, something like that. I worked for a company. And, you know, I was making upwards of 60, 65, almost 70,000 a year. My kids got whatever they wanted. When I couldn't do it no more, I couldn't provide for them like that.
Yeah.
That was hard to go through. I actually went through and started stealing. I stole to get the things the kids wanted. Like, not for me, for them, because I couldn't buy them.
Yeah, everybody's got a purpose in life. They just have to, I mean, it'll come to you when it does. I mean, just don't rush it. So just like
speaking of support and people supporting people in the community, that man down there in that comment, that's the dude right there.
Yeah, Bosa. He's when I first got into snakes, I met him at through chats and all that. Then I went to Daytona and I hung with him for like a day and a half, walking around meeting people. And since day one, every time I call him, he answers the phone. Or no, he said, I'll call you back. And he's a great guy. When he tells you you can call him anytime you want, I can call that guy anytime I want.
Definitely. And he definitely means it when he tells you something.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of feel bad about this, but it kind of is a testament to what kind of man he is during the auction for Bosa. You know, I bought a lot of things I didn't need, and I didn't care because it was the purpose, first of all. But that special edition shirt that he had out for his wife, Diana, I told him, I said, you know, can I order one of these for my wife? Because she really, you know, this means a lot to her and she understands it all and those kind of things. And at that time, you know, he's hurting like hell. And he says, brother, I got you. And the next week, that shirt was in the mailbox here.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a great guy for sure. Who
Yeah,
else we got out there? We got the new kid on the block, Eli.
Hey, what's
Y'all,
up,
if y'all
Eli?
missed the sipping show last night, he was our guest. He is an awesome dude, man.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Now he's in Florida, right, Nick? Is he coming down to the show in Daytona?
He'll probably be up.
He
He's in
is.
Miami, near Miami, I should say.
He's in Navarro or Navarro.
Brevard County, I think.
I think he's like a couple hours south of
Yeah.
Houston.
Yeah.
It says on his logo, Homestead, I think.
Yeah,
He's
So
not-
and he's close to both of them.
Yeah, I already locked in like a little hotel because they came with the flight. So we got a flight with the tickets, a car, and the hotel for like $1,200.
That's good.
That's not bad at
No,
all,
that's
especially
good.
with the price of fuel.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pete.
Pete, I sent him the link. Jump on, Pete. He's gonna be the next one on the RWO.
He's been
He's
coming
another
on
great
every-
guy.
He's been coming on Thursdays. He's
Yeah.
really respectable and well spoken.
Here's another great guy. You know, I just met him maybe last year a little bit, but every time I said, Pete, you want to come down and help me with the snake? He goes, yep. And he's got a 2-hour drive. It's not like he lives around the corner, you know. And so he went out to Chris's and picked up 50 blocks. Gave me, I'm gonna pick up 30 when I go to Gettysburg in July, but he picked me up 10 if I could have it for now. So we worked out a real good, deal with Chris. So I'll pick up
Anybody know
another
this guy here?
For my birthday.
Dickie.
Is that what do you call this guy, Ken?
That's Dickie Foster. What's up, Dickie?
Dickie.
These balls.
Mr. True Ghost. Dennis West.
What's up, Dennis?
Let's see.
True Ghost gang.
G-Mall. Hello, G-Mall.
Our G-Mall, she's out working.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Mama?
What's happening?
Like
Thank
early-
you for
About
putting your-
yesterday's video, but I had to be at work by 5:30 yesterday morning.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have a chance to.
Like earlier, G-Paul, you were saying, you were asking me, I mentioned to say it, but I just, like my dad, I would work, that I started losing my vision and I'd work for my dad, filling up baskets and stuff like that. Well, you go from one job to another, and then, the kids, they would want this and that. And, I couldn't, give it to them. I was only getting like $800 or $900 on disability. And then my dad's like, oh, I'll give them, whatever they want. And I was like, Dad, you got to try to help me explain to them that you're able to do that, and I can't. It makes me feel bad that I can't just
Absolutely.
anymore.
I resorted to stealing.
Yeah.
And what's up, everybody?
Yeah. But eventually they kind of figured it out. They were still young at the time.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
What up, dude?
We got another one in the building. The one, the only, the king of pressure, the one who can't be touched. Justin with Pressure Pythons.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, bro, that was the best intro. He gave you the best intro out of all of it.
I got my wheelies going.
I had time to think about it.
Really drink.
Yeah,
You're getting wheelied up.
really, getting
Justin,
silly.
we're gonna put you right in the hot spot here, buddy. We've all already answered this question. But as a man, what is the hardest thing you've ever dealt with, and how did you deal with it?
Hardest thing I've ever dealt with. Oh no, that's hardest thing I've dealt with as a man.
Yeah. It's Men's Mental Health Month, so we got to cover it a little bit.
I don't know. I mean, I dealt with death at an early age, so that wasn't too big of a thing, especially when I dealt with it more at an older age. So it wasn't too bad I had to deal with. I don't know, the hardest thing, patience. Patience is a big one, for sure.
Definitely so.
Yep. I have ADD, and patience is against me when it comes to any damn thing. So
Yep.
I have to say patience is a hard one for me, but it's definitely one that I've learned, and this industry, snakes, have taught me patience for sure.
Yeah.
I'd have
Yeah,
to say
Pete said the hardest thing you had to deal with was dealing with Nick.
Yeah, that's definitely it right there.
Justin,
That was on my top. I was gonna say that one, but yeah.
I got a question before we start the auction.
Go ahead.
What's one piece of advice that you got from an older generation, whether it be like a father, grandfather, or father figure that you use in today's life? And what would be one what piece of advice would you give the younger generation?
That's what you get for thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one thing that I'll never forget. My grandfather told me repeatedly growing up, and I use it now the most in my life. And that's one thing I'll never forget. You know, that's what you get for thinking. Because he used to always come to me like, "Well, I fucked this up, and I thought I could do this." And he's like, "Let me stop you right there. That's where you got where you thought right there. That's what you get for fucking thinking." You know. So I have to say that's what you get for thinking.
I will say for me, someone told me when my wife passed away, you know, the elder gentleman, friend of mine, that, you know, when something happens in your life, it can be very overwhelming and you become hyper focused on it. And it seems like the end of the world in many cases. But what I was told is, he said, Greg, 5 years from now, you'll look back at this moment and it will be not so important to you. You know, it won't be so overwhelming. Compared to eternity, what does it mean right now? So to me, that would be the one that don't let it, you know, most things that happen in your life or go wrong in your life are not life and death situations. You can survive them and you'll come out on top, I guess is the best way to say that.
Come on.
All right, guys. Any idea? So we got this auction coming up.
I want to do mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got one too.
You get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit. Be thankful for what you got, essentially. That's it.
And what you don't have. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How about you, Ken?
Measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
My dad
That's
told me
that's the best one.
Yep. My dad always told me. I'm sorry, Sammy.
No, the one Ken said that. Sometimes I'm framing or something like that, and the guy always said, "Measure twice, cut once." You know, don't fuck the foot up.
Around, check yourself.
My dad always told me nothing's free in life. I don't pay you to think, and always what's known is manageable. So
that's kind of like Justin. That's what you get for thinking.
It's not going to be handed to you.
So we got this RWO auction coming up next Saturday to help raise money for Camp Freedom and Fat Man Nation for the mission they got going on there. What does Camp Freedom and this mission mean to you, Sammy?
What it mean to me? I went last year up there, and we went up there to hand in the check. It was me, Jay, Chris, my wife, Richie, Sarah. We went up there and handed them the check, and it just, like these two guys are giving up their time to help Army vets, people that's going through problems, and then they were giving out free food for if you couldn't afford something, you go up there and get anything you want. And
no channel.
Yeah, and then they had a fishing contest, so you bring your grandkids up there, let them go fishing. So it was like amazing to see that, So yeah. That's why this year I'm working really hard to reach our goal or to pass our goal, because 100% goes to them. It's no secretary's getting this much, the guy that's putting everything is getting that much. You put $10, they're gonna get the whole $10. It's not get $9 or $8. So this year I'm trying to reach the goal, and I think we're gonna do it. But I want to go past the goal.
So.
That's my goal. Not to hit 10,500. I want to go like 11,000. So if we could go 1,000 over the goal, man, I'll be excited.
Yeah.
Great. Anybody else want to express what it means to them and the sacrifices these people have made that we're going to honor and things like that?
I just like helping people. I mean, when Sammy talked to me about it, it's just like, hey, let's do it. I get pleasure out of helping people, and helping the people who really need it is just a better thing yet. You know what I mean? Just do it and blow it up.
Definitely.
To me, I'm happy to do it because I'm thankful that I live in the most badass country in the world. That's why I'm doing it, because we roll supreme. And the only reason we're able to drink a beer on Sunday and be on a podcast talking about all we're talking about is because of that veterans, putting their life on the line. So USA, motherflower. USA.
Yesterday was the 82nd year of D-Day, also the anniversary of that. So,
Yeah.
To me, it's very important because, my father died when I was very young, and so I didn't know him a lot, or very well personally, other than stories and pictures and things like that, of course. But he was in Korea, served his tour of duty there, came home and went right back because his men were left behind. And he wasn't going to come home until his entire group got to come home. And so it's important to me, for that reason especially. But the military has always been a place in my heart. And our first responders, I know, our military, when they're overseas, they never know who the enemy is. But here in the United States, our first responders don't know who the enemy is either.
Yep.
Those EMTs, those ambulance drivers don't know when they pick somebody up, they're going to pull a gun on them. They're going to be so strung out on fentanyl, they touch them and they OD themselves. The police officers, can you imagine going down the street and pulling up on a wreck and it's a total loss and it's your mother or your wife or someone like that? So, they go through their own difficulties that we need to be a whole lot more grateful for and understand that the sacrifice they're making is monumental, for sure.
Or even a couple of weeks ago, the police officer, I think it was in Ohio, took a guy to the emergency room, thought he needed help, got the guy there, and then went in the emergency room with him. They shot the cop.
So, Ken, when is the auction?
It's next Saturday.
At what time?
7 o'clock.
Eastern, Central?
Eastern.
7 Eastern time on the 666 Serpents channel.
On Nick's channel. Yes, sir.
It'll be on Nick's channel. So make sure everyone's there for that. And look, we got a lot of people out there in the comments right now. I'm going to challenge each one of you to make a donation for the auction. If you can't donate something to be auctioned off, $10, $5, $500, whatever you can afford. And don't forget, Sammy's got the $500 credit for basically any snake in his collection. I mean, I'm sure there's some limits there, but he'll give you what you want more than likely. You want a banger? That's the best chance you're going to have getting a very high-end snake right there. So I would encourage that.
That clutch she just did, that banana calico to banana calico. Now it is. I looked it up, Nick, and you're right. It's probably yellow belly calico, but it is way nicer of an example than any yellow belly calico that's listed on my farm.
The father got yellow. The father's got banana calico, yellow belly, possible passed up, 50% pie.
Gotcha.
Come on.
So, and he's got 14, 15 clutches in the incubator, or, some of them have hatched out already. There's something there you want. 100%. Something you don't have that you want, something that you need. So somebody, and I know Sammy, if two people want to do it, I'm sure that he'll do that too.
He's going to have Mandarin MJ stuff this year. I mean, and there is none on Rads or the other one.
I got
Rads. Well, Rads.
I
ain't even saying the other one. It's the other one. It's Rads and the other one.
Got blackhead mandarins coming out too.
Blackhead mandarin's cool. Yeah.
Also, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Also, if you do donate to Chris directly through his PayPal, him and Jay, they cover those fees. But if you do donate directly to Camp Freedom, take a screenshot of that donation and send it over to Chris. That way they know that the money went to Camp Freedom also. That way they can get for that. So it adds up to, their goal of 10,000.
The other one. Yeah. The other one.
The other one, yeah.
Me and Justin did a clutch together. I think the snake got like 6, 7 eggs, something like that.
Got like 8 eggs in there now.
8,
I have to see, yeah, but 2 look iffy, but they're still pushing it type deal.
right?
So should be good. Should be good.
And
Yeah.
So
Justin,
I
and-
got
Cooking,
perlite
you gotta
and
cook it.
vermiculite. I don't put no water on perlite, right? I just put the perlite in, set an egg tray in, and it'll be
You
good,
gotta,
right?
you gotta put water in perlite unless you're using hatch right.
Oh, all right, because I did put a little in it because it seemed extra dry. I'll go put a little more. I didn't
Yeah.
know. So
Perlite out of
Put
a
water
bag
in the
is
bottom
like
of the fucking
salt.
bin, Chuchi. Why even use the perlite? Just put water in the bottom of the bin.
Yeah, you
Put
could.
your
Yeah.
tray.
I got 12 clutches in the incubator right now, and they're all
All
sitting
water.
all water.
All water.
Yeah. that's
I'm
pretty much.
gonna put my water on my next clutch. Like I told Justin, I ain't opposed to trying it. I do want to try it because if it works good,
I
then
ain't buying that shit no more if I ain't got to. I got water for free here in my house. I'm paying for water.
Hell yeah. And then you know what's good about it? When you cut the eggs, you put them on a paper towel. You wet the paper towel really good, and then you don't have to ever wash the snake. You know
Exactly. Yeah, because the first
Right.
ones I done was
vermiculite's messy.
Yeah.
was a perlite or the vermiculite were six cups of vermiculite and 1.5 cups of water.
Yeah.
well, even if you do use perlite or something, you should take the eggs out of it when you cut them and put them on a paper towel. And
Yeah. Yeah, and I cut it right on.
Yeah, me and being new, I didn't know.
I didn't know it either.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
because you know, like he said, they're not going to be messy, and a lot of people have put vermiculite, and that stuff is worse than perlite. Like it sticks to everything.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they could, if their egg sac ain't absorbed all the way in their umbilicus, it could, I guess, you know, theoretically absorb that as well.
That's worse than sand.
Yeah.
Well, on the first clutch I've got, I used Orbeez, but I also in the bottom of the incubator have a 2-gallon container that's open that I keep full of water to keep the humidity up in the entire incubator, not just inside of the tub itself.
That's the
Yeah, I
trick.
use Orbeez right now. That's what I use. Orbeez.
I did that last year, but my glass was fogging up.
That's what you want, bro.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, but he
Hell
can't
yeah.
see. He can't see then. See.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you can get your glass to fog on your incubator, you don't even got to use water in the tub. You can just put eggs in a tub and go for it. Put a couple little holes in your bins, and your box is going to be humid because it's humid in that. You basically made your whole incubator a humid box.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a sauna, you know.
Circulates a little bit of air through it, fresh air to the body.
Mm-hmm.
So, from your experience, guys, from past auctions and things like that, what's the best seller as far as going, being donations? I think it's probably merch.
Right now, it's gonna be merch compared to snakes and stuff. I mean, you got the market where people are picky and choosy right now because they're being smart with their projects, and then on top of that, you got the auctions that are already on Morph Market that are already killing prices and stuff. So, it's to me, I think your pop in the auctions right now are gonna be merch and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I noticed during the last auction. We had some snakes on there. Other people did that were, some were $500-$600 snakes or more, and if they got $100 bid, they were doing good.
Right.
Where you can, for a $30 shirt, somebody likes might sell for $200.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I did the RWO experience in Daytona, because I was like, damn, last time I tried to do snakes, nobody even wanted them because, they're not anything crazy, first of all. And second of all, it is what it is. They're just not crazy. So, like, I like to do merch and stuff. And then I was like, well, shit, I'll bid for someone. If they go to Daytona, I'll pay their entry and yada, 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 whatever, And so that's why I'm doing that one. I don't like auctioning off animals anymore. I think that merch is really the best way to do something.
Merch and credits.
Yeah, if you wanted to do credit, sure, yeah. But I think merch really is like the way, because everyone loves merch. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
So what you got, Ken?
That's the girl I'm putting in auction. It's an OD het cryptic het ultramel.
Okay.
If these babies were eating now, I probably would put one on there, but I ain't got them eating yet, so I ain't gonna do that.
Well, you know, 2 of them's got homes anyway, right?
Yeah.
It must be on the G-Paws. I got a couple shirts I'm doing any size. On those, any size, any color.
I got I did, instead of doing the pink sweatshirt, I am gonna give away a pink sweatshirt, but I made some black ones.
Ooh, I'm bidding on a black one, bro. I gotta have a black Sammy shirt, sweatshirt.
Yeah. So I did them a while ago. I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. I only did like maybe 5 or 6 of them, and but these came out really nice. And here's one of them right now.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that would look good on picnic.
I'll be glad when my pink shirts get here next week or so.
Yeah, and then this is the backside.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks good, Sammy.
Yeah, I'm gonna bid on one of them for sure.
So I got the girl messed up on my shirts, but she gave me a double X, and then I think she gave me larges.
Gotcha.
Size for Nick.
I like my sweatshirts big.
Yeah.
I'm gangster that way.
You got another one there, Ken?
I just got her out. That's the one of the hypo clowns I made last year.
Nice.
I'm not exactly sure on what the genes are in it. I know Inchies in it. I know Leopards in it, and Black Pastels in it. I don't think Spot Nose hit. And there's still
Is that a female or male?
Female. And there's still possibility of other shit being in it. I just don't know. I've done testing and I found out some things, but I still think there's something else hiding. It might be a gene that's not testable. I think one thing that's happening, it's a line of Black Pastel that don't test Black Pastel. Because I showed supers from this line that were all black snakes. So, okay, seems to be Black Pastel to me if it's making all black snakes.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's a normal. I think it's just a normal. Just ship it to me.
yeah.
So, who should people contact about donations? Should they contact you, Ashley at Catalina?
You can actually me. Like if you want to donate, just if it's a snake, I need to know what it is and the size of it, and then send me a picture of your logo so I could edit the picture. So when we put it up, your logo's there, what it is there. It's cut and dry. That's all it is.
All right. I had a question that slipped my mind.
Old age.
Well, that happens for sure. That happens for sure.
This is supposed to be a takeover. What's up with all this sappy shit? You know what?
Right?
I'll tell you something. RWO, we're coming to your town. You know, if you want us to take over your show, we're going to take it over.
We're going to take it over.
When we take over, I'm running the freaking StreamYard. Okay?
That'll work.
Do it.
I mean, Justin can take over. He has my login.
Yeah, I do. That's right. I do. I could show a freaking chat in this.
You can do it. We really did take over.
Justin's like got control of everyone's stuff. He's like,
Well,
I got Nicks, I got Kens, I got Keys, I got G-Paw. You know what I'm saying?
We trust you. That's why.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a good choo-choo.
I can tell you there's some people out there I wouldn't want to have it. So, yeah.
Exactly. I know. I can think of a few.
For sure.
Definitely. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I can say about that. All right. So, who has Justin? You got some clutches in the incubator, right?
Yes, sir. Well, I got one clutch in the incubator right now.
What is
I got
it?
some more coming out next month. I should have my clown bamboo clutches coming out. Possibly the spot nose het clown to a G stripe clown. So I might hit some spot nose clown het G stripes. I've got Oh, I've got. Oh yeah, so my Sunset Het Clown shit should be dropping 2 next month. Then my gravel yellow belly that I did to the freeway, the Pastel Lynchy GHI freeway. My basically my logo snake I did to a highway. So we're gonna see how that comes out. Make some more freeways and more highways.
Did you hit any sunset stuff in the pied leopard double het?
Yeah,
pied
he did.
stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I want one of them, Justin.
Yeah, everybody wants one of them, I'm sure.
Right.
You're gonna have to cut them in half and divvy it up.
Did you hit a sunset pied, or did you hit the sunset
Yeah,
leopard?
pied.
You did?
I
Okay.
hit the Sunset Leopard Pied.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a beautiful snake, Mike.
So, but it's a whole bag. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah, no.
Well, out of all of those or the clutches that's still coming, which one are you most excited about?
The ones that are coming, I want to see what my bamboo clown stuff's gonna come out. That's for sure. I got 2 clutches actually. I got one that should hopefully drop next month or the month after with the Sunset Clown stuff, and then another one right after that should be dropping too. So by the end of this year, I should have 2 clutches for shooting for the Sunset Clown. So hopefully I hit a Sunset Clown by the end of the year, and that's about too much. I got some stuff I'm working with Kurt with some paint and some Ultramel stuff. So that would be pretty cool. But that's just like making some hits this year, and then we're gonna hit some visuals next year. But besides that, we got some good stuff.
Well, that's pretty awesome. The bamboo clowns I want to see. I hope the bamboo color comes out.
Oh yeah.
And what I was thinking about when you said that is, the hidden Gene Woma clown is about the same, not much difference in the color from the bamboo.
Right.
But if maybe you can get that pattern in there, that would be pretty wild.
Bamboo clown.
HGW bamboo clown.
That's one of the ones I'm excited to
Nice
see.
G.
I'd like
Right.
to see bamboo GHI blackhead clown.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
The HGW definitely makes a big difference in the clown pattern for sure. I mean, it disrupts it to hell and back. I mean, I really like it.
I'm cutting a clutch Wednesday on my birthday, and this snake I've been waiting for 2 years for her to grow up.
Let's go.
And she's an ivory. She came out of my G next, so she's a white snake, and I bred her to a powerful male. They came from Ozzy's line. Well, the father came out of Ozzy's line, and I got the son.
Nice.
So, and he's a orange Enchi hypo pie, and then I don't know what she's got in her, but her parents were orange green, yellow belly. One was Enchi, one was G next. So,
Okay.
Yeah, that was going to be one question if you had shed tested her, but you answered it.
yeah, I didn't. If I'm gonna keep something, then I'm not gonna test it. I just want to see what's gonna come out of there. Make it more exciting. Like banana calico. I got 4 visual bananas. 2 are super calico. One who I don't know what the other one is. She's orange and black, and then the other ones came out dark brown.
That's a crazy clutch, dude.
Yeah,
that's a nice clutch.
Hey, Justin, can you make Mitzi a mod for me?
I was gonna say I can't. That's the only thing I can't do because you have to do that through your actual YouTube page. So when you go and log on your YouTube and you're watching it through YouTube, you can go click on her name there. I can't do it through StreamYard.
Let me try, Mitzi. Give me a second.
Then the first cluster
What's weird about that?
they're starting to get
that is weird.
Out of 7 of them, 2-8, but I could tell Orange Dream is involved because they're really orangey, but some of them came out really dark. So I don't know if the MJ lock. I know the MJ gave me visual locks, so I don't know. That I might test for the MJ. 3 snakes.
I would.
You're gonna have to test. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would not test for that, Sam.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Dude, that damn monitor's over there acting a fool.
He wants to come out and hang out on TV.
Come here, boy.
That clutch I just had was pretty.
Have you been letting them out?
3 eggs.
Yeah, I have. Come on, boy.
It's only 3 eggs, but it's HRA chocolate to HRA chocolate pastel smoke, and they're both het green ghost, and the female's also het puzzle.
Damn.
So if I had a male all gener, put it back to the female, that'd be interesting. That's what I want to do. That's the plans. Pastel cannot be in it. I can miss on the pastel. But having a green ghost, smoke, super chocolate, super red or red xanthic, not hat, but red xanthic.
Okay, Mitzi, you should be set. I'll
That's
do
gonna be
some,
hard to tell though.
I'll do some others later. I didn't know how to do it until just now.
I mean, I guess I'm going to be able to tell super chocolate or not, but what is red xanthic going to do to super chocolate? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, because red xanthic works like an xanthic kind of. It strips the color.
Yeah, you
I
hear
was
people.
gonna get him out, but he's got catfish goo all over him.
I
It's
did.
gonna come out like a total break.
Oh, he's been licking catfish and getting high?
It's been eating catfish and rolling around in it. It's the nastiest thing, man. Like I put a big old dish of catfish nuggets in there,
Man, that's good.
and it freaking throws it on the ground and rolls around in it and eats it while it's playing with it. It's weird.
So do you have any more eggs in the incubator, Nick?
Mm-mm. Not right now, because I was moving.
Yeah.
And I had those 2 clutches that are behind me, and I was like, I stopped pairing because I didn't want to have clutches in the incubator when I moved.
Yeah.
So now that I moved and I got everything set up, and they're all ready to go, and I'm waiting on it to rain real good for me, and then I'm gonna start pairing again.
It hasn't stopped raining here the last 10 days. Probably the same rain you was having in Alabama.
Yeah, it ain't been raining like that here.
It's still raining outside here.
We got rain yesterday, heavy rain around 8 o'clock. It was just like somebody opened the sky and just let it rip.
Dude, I wish it would. Well, I kind of wish it would rain, but then I kind of don't, because if it rains, it's going to stop. And once it stops, that's when it's miserable out there.
Yeah,
Just once that rain stops, man, you can see that.
Daily. I'm in that Florida weather where it rains daily now. So every day you're going to get a little light storm, and then it's sun out and humid. Watch the road steam.
90 this week here.
Well, Justin, Ken, and Nick, Ken and Sammy, anyway, learned a lesson about Florida today. They thought all of Florida was Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I didn't
know. I thought it was. I was like,
yeah. When you told me that, I'm like, for real?
No,
yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah.
It's the up, like if you're looking at Florida on the map, it's the up left side.
The panhandle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chattahoochee River is the line, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, it is, because as soon as I come into Georgia, right before I come in, when you're coming from Alabama and you cross over the Chattahoochee River, there's the Georgia Welcome Center. So like as soon as you cross over that river and you cross that line that says "Welcome to Georgia," your time changes in your truck just like that on your phone.
Yep.
No shit.
Yeah, right there.
Green Ghost is just another form of hypo that's not interchangeable with the other ones. It's just by itself.
Do y'all know why? Do y'all even know why we have time zones?
Because the way the sun sets, basically.
Nope. Nobody knows. We got time zones because of the railroad. The rail service had to make time zones to prevent collisions with trains, because if you have a train showing up at 7 o'clock and it's 7 o'clock everywhere, there's going to be collisions. So you have to account for that hour ahead or behind, or 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, so that they don't have train collisions. So the rail yard is the reason why we have the time zones that we have in America.
I'd say the airport and play, they probably use that
Learned
too.
2 things today.
Yeah. Well, we've been on for an hour, so we'll go ahead and get ready to let everybody go, because that time is the most valuable asset we have. So now
I've been enjoying it. I got to go wash a car after this.
I respect your guys' time and everything tremendously.
Appreciate everybody.
Start with Justin. Got a 2-part question in closing, Justin.
Okay.
One is your dream snake, and 2, just talk up the auction sum.
Okay. Dream snake. It has to be a snake. It can't be like a dream monitor or something.
It can a dream reptile. We'll make it easier.
Okay. How about that? Well, I got my black dragon, so that's for sure was my dream. But my next one's gonna be my blue tree monitor for sure.
Okay.
And then hype up the D's Not Words. Go support the troops. Go support them all, man. They definitely need the support. They support us. They're there for us, and that's pretty much it. And then thanks to Chats and everybody for coming out. Appreciate you guys for coming out.
Definitely.
Thank you, G-Paw and Mike. Thank you guys for having us on. For
Appreciate
sure.
you guys.
No, Green Ghost is not compatible with the other hypos.
How about you, Sammy? What's your dream reptile, snake, animal? And
yeah, just trying to make pretty snakes, and trying to hit my scramblers next year. I made a quick video that I'm knocking on everybody that got scrambler. I'm knocking on the front door.
I'm knocking on the door.
Definitely so.
Yeah. And then I say my good mornings, and sometimes I want to apologize to people that I send the videos to. Sometimes, time difference and all that. So I apologize if it's early in the morning, So.
Well, they don't have to watch them if they don't like them.
Well, no, it's just that they get the bing. Here's a perfect example. My boy Tony from Hardwire, he told me, he goes, why is your phone always ringing around 6:30? He goes, that's Sammy's wake up call.
That's
so,
that's Sammy coming through Messenger.
Yeah, so I appreciate when they call, they text me back. I appreciate it if you don't send me the good morning, and I appreciate that. Instead of saying what the fuck, don't send that shit to me no more.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now your turn, Mr. Ken.
All right, so right in the beginning of this, when I started this, I wanted to hit a super gravel ultra male clown, and that's still the dream. I'm chasing it. I could actually hit it this year if that bitch would lay. But I mean, I got a long shot at it this year, and we're just going to keep, working the mods, and I'm going to hit it. I mean, of course I want a combo. I just don't want the super gravel ultra male clown. I want spot nose, blackhead, all that in there, chocolate. I know they're all allelic. I can't hit it all, but two of the three, anyways. But as far as the auction, I mean, I'm honored to do it, and every penny that's earned is just thankful. I mean, I'm grateful for however it turns out, because every little bit helps when you're supporting people who need it. This isn't going to people that don't need it. I'm technically a disabled vet. It ain't going to me. It's going to people who are struggling. And it's just a good organization that we're tied in with. And I'd like to thank Jay from Green Line, because without him, none of this would be here. So
100%. 100%. How about you, Chuchi?
My dream snake would be something that's cool and big and has cool pattern on it and colors. And I like the deeds not words, because I like women and beer, and we can see our women undressed, and in a lot of countries you can't. So I like that part of it. And USA, raise hell, praise Dale. You get what you get.
How about you, Brother Mike?
Well, since I can't have the Burmese anymore with me losing my vision, I don't want to be another statistic, all over the news. So I'd like to have a burn ball, Odie, Cypress, Yellow Belly, Banana Clown Sunset, banana ball.
Might as well swing for defense, huh?
Yeah.
You sure that's all the teams you want in it? You don't want to add any more?
No.
Okay, I was just checking.
It's just, I mean, I can't see it, so it don't really matter the colors. I just think it's pretty cool to add all of them in there. But
I love Mike.
thanks to all the people that served, past, present, and the ones that are going to be, in the future that's going to be serving, and those are the ones that made the major sacrifice for our country. We appreciate all of them and their families too. So make sure you go over and donate. Do what you can. If you can't, try to get you some merch and donate it. And there's always something you can do. If you don't have the money to do it, just share it out. It doesn't cost anything.
There you go.
And don't forget, it'll be on 666 Serpents channel. Go subscribe.
Yep.
On it.
7 June 13th.
Well, for me, mine is going to be a white-lipped python. I just can't quit looking at them. And I like the southern ones better than I do the northern ones.
Well, you're a country boy, so that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. And, of course, Camp Freedom and Deeds Not Words, of course, thank Jay for the vision. Like Ken said, without him and Chris putting this together, some of us wouldn't even know about Camp Freedom, bottom line. And why is it so important to me? I mean, here, I'm just going to get as real as I can and just be honest with you. We send 18-year-old girls and boys to war, and they get their legs blowed off, their arms blowed off, messed up mentally from everything they see, and come back home, and it feels like there's nobody there for them, nobody cares for them, like we were talking about earlier in the show. And at Camp Freedom, that young man who went off to war and lost his legs used to be an avid hunter, and he can't do that anymore. But at Camp Freedom, they facilitate that so he can do that. Or maybe the young man who used to be a fishamaniac like John at Mission Morris. Maybe he wants to go fishing. Well, at Camp Freedom, they can do that. Maybe they always wanted to go what's it called? Zip lining. I think they got a zip line up at Camp Freedom too. They can help them with and do things like that. They got wheelchairs. They'll go through any terrain. So, it's very important because these are the people who gave everything they have, as it's been said, so that we can do podcasts, we can own reptiles. We can choose what job we want to work. We can choose what clothes we wear. Things like that are freedom. And it's because of the sacrifices these men and women gave. And I want to thank each and every one of you. I want to honor you all for that. There's no greater sacrifice that a man can give other than his life and his service in providing that freedom for us.
Agreed.
So everyone out there in the chat, man, we thank you. I want to ask everyone to share out the option. If you look at Catalina Morph Mixer's page, she's got a couple of commercials she's put out. You did a great job. So share those out. Find something to donate. And if you don't have anything to donate, be like me and show up and spend your money.
Or share it out, like Duval said. It don't cost nothing to share it out. It don't cost nothing. And that helps out a lot. Just sharing it out.
The more we can get it out there, share it to your stories on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you can do, share it out there so it can be seen. Because the more people we can get to come through the door, the more money we can raise.
Absolutely.
When you can tag me in it, or whoever's doing it, just tag me in it, and I'll be glad to share it out.
Alrighty.
And before we close, I'm gonna play this one more time, just because it's important.
What's up, everybody? Quick announcement. I am doing $1,000 credit for $500. The $500 is going to go to Camp Freedom that I'm trying to raise money to reach our goal or pass our goal. I got 13 clutches. I got some amazing clutches in here. I am cutting, today I'm going to cut 7 eggs in this calico banana, other stuff in it. I don't want to get into it. So if you want to get $1,000 credit for $500, and I'll make up the difference. If the snake is worth $500, I'll give you another snake. If the snake is worth $1,200 or $1,500, we got it even, $1,000. So hit me up if you want to get $500 for $1,000 credit. The money's not coming to me; it's going to Camp Freedom. So check me out.
Today's episode is proudly sponsored by B&S Reptilia, a family-operated reptile business built on quality animals, responsible husbandry, and a true passion for educating and growing the reptile community. With a diverse collection of species and a commitment to animal welfare, B&S Reptilia continues to set the standard for excellence. We're also proud to feature Coco to Go and the Chipper, premium coconut-based substrates engineered for superior humidity retention, exceptional odor control, moisture absorption, and ultra-low dust performance. Whether you're keeping ball pythons, boas, or other reptiles, these substrates help create a cleaner, healthier environment. Support the companies that support reptile education and the Behind the Scales podcast. Go out today and get your Cocoa to Go or the All right. Well, thank you, everybody, and I'll be backstage, guys, if you want to shoot the shit or whatever. And tomorrow night, you have the Breeding Ground on the Breeding Ground channel with Satchmo and Void. Tuesday night, we have LMK this week. Thursday, we have the RWO. Saturday, we got Sipping with Serpents. You never know when you're going to have some coffee and snake shit. And everybody have a good week.
Come on.
Thank you all. Appreciate you coming out.
The voice that played it safe, rewired pain into my fuel. My future's not my yesterday.